Oh man. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. It's killing me when they do this. Oh, man, come on. Damn. So, man, all these people online and they're taking this long to find somebody. Oh, man, this why this college shit get on my nerves when you want to play online because they be doing this shit like this. It seems like they only want you to play with tier one team. As soon as I go to a tier one team, See that shit? I didn't even want to play with it. Oh, man.
Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium.
I got my
It's the
gun
South
down.
Carolina Gamecocks and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rose.
Guys, when I walk out onto the grass here at Saban Field, this is one of the most iconic places in all of college sports. When Bryant-Denny is good, it's one of the most dynamic home field crowds. They are so excited to welcome back their Crimson Tide, and they are really loud early in this pregame. I'll keep you posted on how loud, how crazy, and how frenetic it gets here for the Crimson Tide. Guys, back to you.
Holly, thank you. Alabama about to kick off to get things started. And the game is underway with a kickoff out of bounds. Not the way you drew it up, but a great break for this offense. They'll operate out of split backs. Running inside. It's Fuller. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
If you're going to stop the run game, you better be physical up front on the defensive line. They've got some maulers. They've got some dudes with bad intentions. Nice play there.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Now here's Sellers. Fires to the wideout. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Trying to escape and get it himself. He slides and gets the 1st down. What a weapon to have a guy who can move the chains for you by any means necessary. The Gamecocks come to the line with a new set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Fuller. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
Man, a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few.
That's a really nice job by the cornerback playing with his eyes. He sees the running back release out of the backfield, sees him get the ball. And this guy's tough. You know, there are a lot of corners out there that would try to submarine these running backs, and then they get hurdled. Not this guy. Good job getting the tackle, getting him on the ground.
Sellers lined up in the gun on 3rd down. Buys a little time. He's going to take off. He slides past the 1st down marker, and he'll convert that 3rd and long.
You just can't say enough about this quarterback and how important his legs are to their success for the season, for this game, and really for this drive. Earlier, when he called his own number, it was a big gain. He does it again. He's got the knack of just understanding when to throw it, when to take off and run. You saw it right there.
New running back, same result. Like, it's pretty clear what they want to do on the offensive side of the football. They want to dominate the line of scrimmage. They want to run the football, whether it's the starter or now the backup. They're going to establish that ground game. It's what they do. It's who they are.
Bringing the heat. Quarterback gets headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
Hey, man, this defense, they look a little bit frustrated. Like, he's done this time and time again here in the first half, and it's still early in this football game, but they got to find an answer for his legs. Like, he's chewing up too many yards, making...
And he's in! Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And you can't draw it up any better. How do you shut a home crowd up? One of the best crowds in college football, you come in on the first drive and you handle your business. You get in the end zone. Palmer, this place was going absolutely berserk, and strangely, one possession in, it got really quiet.
That was really impressive from an execution standpoint, too. Obviously, you script those plays on your first possession. You practice them all week. It was so important, especially in this game, because you're right. This is one of the most hostile environments in all of college football. We've seen these fans, when they get rolling, it's like a tidal wave, and they just engulf teams and take games over. Great job by the offense early, executing and quieting this crowd down.
The give from the gun. Makes it past the marker. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up.
Really good surge that time by the offensive line. You saw all those bodies by the defense being pushed backwards. That opened up the crease for the ball carrier. He's able to get a really nice gain there, setting up 2nd and inches.
From the gun, the ground game. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama. Doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted...
And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21.
The defense just simply not fooled by the play action. Oftentimes, as an offense, you're hoping the run fake's going to slow down those pass rushers, but, man, oh, man, they had their ears pinned back.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Buying some time. And this defense is bringing the heat. Another sack.
This is not an ideal start for this offense. Your defense already gave up points on the first drive. This is your first opportunity, and you're not doing the most important thing, protecting your quarterback. Already 2 sacks on the day.
We've reached the break. It's South Carolina holding the lead as we get a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So they had a chance to talk over this 3rd down play to open the period. Austin Mack. And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field, throwing it with the consistency they want because they can't keep their quarterback standing up straight.
And they couldn't get it out of their own end, and the ball will come to rest at the 45-yard line. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. That running game was impressive, taking them right down, turning it on. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy on the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
They're going to ride this running back. Picks up the first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Hey, coaches talk about it all the time, man. We want to run the football, get in manageable 3rd down situations. Well, you don't have to worry about that. If you can just hand it to this guy and he gets you a first down and he gets you another first down, the ground game is really working. This offense has got it flowing.
Ryan's his big tight end. Quick throw, but he's not going anywhere. The defense was all over it.
And that just shows you the team speed this defense has. As soon as they identify who's got the ball, they are around and surrounding that ball carrier so quickly.
Sellers. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. And the Gamecocks headed quickly to the line. On the move. He gives him a fresh set of downs, and this one will be first and goal from the 6. So close to cashing it in for this offense. They'll keep it on the ground for first and goal. And he breaks the play. Touchdown, South Carolina. That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And he got into the house from the 6 to finish it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. They'll go play action with Mack. Pocket breaking down. And they got it.
Hey, man, it's fun to watch a defense that really knows how to pressure the quarterback and that have guys that can win up front. That's the 4th sack of the day. We're still in the first half, but they got a bunch of guys up front that twist and stunt and move and know how to rush the passer. This offense has got to find a way to get the ball out quicker and protect better up front.
We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Mack. Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down.
Oh, that is a throw that is just going to haunt this quarterback. He had his target wide open running deep. That should be a touchdown, but the QB overthrew.
But look at this. They're not setting up to punt. They're going to try to cut into this lead, and this is a huge risk late in the half. Escapes the pressure going right. And the incomplete pass. Ohio. It's the USC Trojans and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rose down on the sidelines. We check in with her now.
I caught up with the USC head coach before the game. He understands both teams are in the top 25. Both teams are quality with a lot of talent on the rosters. But he believes this stadium can make a difference. This crowd has proven to be one of the best in college football. They have been pumping in crowd noise all week at practice to make sure they are prepared for this moment. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Buckeyes will kick off first, and here we go. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Gonna run it. It's Jordan. Fighting off the defender. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Caught in the backfield, it's Williams. And they'll shove him out of bounds after the short gain.
I like the slot receiver because he gives his quarterback a good option working the middle of the field. He's a nice weapon in this offense.
We talked about it earlier. Now it is home crowd making life difficult. To throw, it's Mayava. Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception.
And that's kind of a double whammy for this offense because on their opening drive, not only did they turn it over with the interception, but they've now set their defense up in a really tough spot deep in their own end.
Great place to start for this offense. The run inside. It's Jackson. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Here's Sayin to throw. That's caught. It's West. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
Good timing on the quick out. He's got enough for the first down, and they roll the dice and convert to keep this drive going.
Well, it's a heck of being conservative, right? I mean, that essentially would have just been a two-shot field goal of where they were on that 4th down. But they decide to go for it, throw it. They're looking for 6. They're going for a touchdown. They are being aggressive.
He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. 2nd down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to the ground with the running back. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. The Buckeyes want to crank the tempo. They'll run it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Ohio State.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise in the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. So they only needed to cover 28 yards on the drive. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Here comes the USC offense to get this drive underway. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
To the air, it's Mayava. Got his man. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
Running inside, it's Jordan. You want to make sure to maximize those types of runs, and he gets it out to the 41.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
They'll send the back in motion. Back to pass. Complete to Williams over the middle. And he's to the 48-yard line. That'll be good enough for a first down.
When offenses get first downs like this and they move the sticks and they get some momentum, look at what they do. They put their foot on the gas, run this no huddle, get to the line of scrimmage, and try to capitalize.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
They're dealing with a second and long. Gets the back moving. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Nearly picked off there, and he might be the last guy on the field you'd expect to drop that one. It'll be third down. And now this offense will try to overcome that second down incompletion. On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Connection to the right. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Jordan. And he does a really nice job finding open space and making a good gain before the stop is made. 8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short. They go right back to him. Got a little grass. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. And the Trojans kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. Running the red zone, it's Miller. They'll make the stop behind the line of scrimmage, and that'll bring us to the end of the first quarter. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the second. The Trojans trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Wants to throw. It's Mayava. Tight end finds a soft spot. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. Needs it to keep this drive alive. He's got enough to move the chains on 4th down, and it sets him up with a 1st and goal.
Yeah, I like getting field goals and putting points on the board, but not when it's 4th and short, man. I'm going to trust my unit. He trusts his guys, and they come through for him. They're trying to get 6 on this possession and now set up with 1st and goal.
Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. Looking to fire. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. Going for 6. Got a hand on it nicely and broke it up in the end zone.
We just have not seen this offense look very sharp so far in this game, running or throwing it. The second half, throwing it specifically, I think they need to find a better rhythm. got to find a way to get some completion strung together.
Looking to the end zone on 3rd and goal. That one never had a chance. Incomplete.
You have to understand at home, it's really hard for a head coach to kick a field goal at this juncture after such a long drive. So many first downs. You've gotten right down to the doorstep. 4th down, you want to be able to pay this thing off and punctuate this drive with a touchdown.
A bold decision to go for it on 4th down, and one that did not pay off. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. With the catch, it's Jackson.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out on the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. He picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Throwing, say it. Fires to the right. He's got it. Runs through, man. He might have some space. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line, and when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. The run inside. It's Jackson. Got enough for the first. He's brought down, stopped right at the 50-yard line. See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50.
And how about the running back, man? Rips off a big play. This offense creates some momentum, and what do? They keep their foot on the gas right back on the football to try to keep this offense rolling.
He's going to lose a yard on that one. Man, what a spectacular play by that defensive end to come up with the tackle there.
And you see those guys get off the football so fast. Most of these guys are 250 to 275 pounds, but they get off the ball fast, low. And the offensive linemen, they have no chance to stop those guys as quick and as fast as they are.
Here's Julian saying to throw. Here's a heat. Firing to the right, complete. Offense on the move. A big play there. Gets it to the 30. And so you got a guy who makes a play downfield like that. How anxious do you think they're going to be to continue in man coverage?
Yeah, I don't know, Reese. They're going to need a plan. They're going to maybe want to think about more zone coverage or maybe even bracketing this running back if he decides to come out of the backfield, because right now they don't seem to have an answer for him.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20-yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Complete in the middle. Touchdown, Buckeye! A great catch and run for 6. Effective offense leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Unloads to the right. Williams got it. He's stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down.
And you just wonder now, is that the play that's finally going to wake this offense up? They've been sluggish throughout the entire first half, but could that be the thing that finally just gives them a little bit of a jolt and leads them to scoring some points here before this half is over?
Looking for room, it's Jordan. Trucks through the defender.
And I like the thought process on offense here early in this game. They're giving their bell cow the ball early enough. And there are a lot of coaches that outthink themselves, and they think, we're going to throw the ball to set up the run instead because everybody on defense knows our guy is the focal point. But this offense is just keeping it simple. Let's just give our best player the football early in this game, and let's just get him into a rhythm.
And the offense showing off the short passing game, moving the sticks. Nice job, and look at them. They're right on the football, ready to capitalize on this momentum.
Quick tempo, no huddle offense. 2nd down, clock's running. Back to throw, time running short in the half.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. Really good job at the point of attack.
Trying to run, it's Jordan. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. The Trojans decide to use their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Second down, he'll throw it. Caught! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Trojans.
It took them some time, but finally here at the end of the first half, they were finally able to get it right and score a touchdown. You know, I think oftentimes as an offensive coordinator, you've scripted your first 10 plays, things aren't working. You're looking for formations, you're looking for schemes you can run to finally break through, and that last drive might be what this offense needs to finally turn the corner. We'll see in the second half.
Back to throw, it's Mayava. He makes his way in for the 2, and now they trail by only 6.
On that 2-point conversion, they spread the field, 5 wide receiver set, trying to create some windows to throw into, and they come away with a beautiful-looking, schemed-up 2-point conversion.
And he's coming out of the end zone. Makes a move. Just a tremendous return. Great run, great speed and vision to really set up this offense. He almost got totally loose on that one. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Sayin. Looking left. A strike downfield. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And they did tack on the extra point.
Ohio ST.
Ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Finds the big tight end. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. The Trojans will kick it off to start the second half. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the first half. And so this first drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with accuracy.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the second half.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Sayin from the gun on third down. Zings it complete to the right. Snags it and he's open. Past the 20. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown,
open like that, you got to find him, and you got to give him the ball in space. You have some plays on your play sheet, and some of them just say, that guy, get him the ball, let him do the rest. Dangerous weapon out of the backfield, catching the football, making the big play.
Say it. Skips away from pressure. He can't find anybody. It'll be incomplete as the defense does a really good job in coverage. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Scanning the field, it's Mayava. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
And this guy's showing off.
Welcome to the big house, Michigan Stadium. It's the Texas Longhorns. Saban Field at Bryant-Denny Stadium. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Alabama Crimson Tide. Restate the state of Paul again. Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to our friend Holly Rowe on the sideline.
Thanks, guys. The Tide head coach told me here at home with this conference opponent and heated rival coming in, this is an opportunity to make a name for themselves in the conference. The SEC is off to a competitive start, and they have got to prove themselves here today. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Longhorns ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Tackled at the 24 and almost breaks even with the yardage he would have gotten with a touchback. Throwing Mack. Working that left side now. Moves up to the 34-yard line. Give him a 10-yard pickup. Lining up from the 34 on first down.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And
snags it, and there's running room. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Bama!
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He's got great speed. He's on the loose. Dynamic on kick returns, and that one puts his offense in business. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Running inside. It Smothers. Got 6 yards on the play, 2nd and 4 coming.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. And if you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
6-yard pickup on first down. Leaves him with 2nd and 4. Manning fires to the tight end. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job. Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Maybe a crease. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. On 1st and goal, they have a chance to answer with a score of their own. Calls his own number. No room to run, and he stopped right at the line of scrimmage. It'll be 2nd and goal. If you don't tip the scales at 3 bills, stay on the sidelines. Big boys in the goal line D. To throw, Manning. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And that's a good job by this defense, man. You drop back, you play really smart, play sound. Understand, there's not a lot of field to cover, and they couldn't fit the ball in a window. Good pass defense.
3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And that's a play on 3rd down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback, give them a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
And this defense has a chance to make a big stop on 4th and goal from the 4. 4th down, Manning. looking to get it in. And they will score. Touchdown, Longhorns!
Well, I love the decision-making by the quarterback, going to his go-to receiver in that situation of the game. But defense, come on. You got to know that's the guy the QB's looking for.
And the extra point was good. So they take advantage of good starting field position, move the ball 35 yards, and they cap the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. Fielded in the end zone. It's Rodgers. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Austin Mack shoots it to the left. He makes a catch. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
That's a really nice job plucking that pass. I don't know if another school has done as good a job as Alabama in recent years as bringing in top-level talent at the wide receiver position. When you think of guys like Julio Jones, Amari Cooper, Jerry Jeudy, Devontae Smith, this guy, he looks like he could be on the field with all those guys.
He's going to let it go. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
You know, as an offense, you just don't get that many great opportunities in games to hit these type of big-time plays. When plays like that present themselves and receivers are open, as a quarterback, you have got to make that throw.
Dropping back, it's Mack. It's complete on the right side. And he's wrestled out of bounds after a nice pickup. Alabama quickly back to the line.
And how about this running back, man? Coming into the game, we knew he would be a focal point of this offense, but through the air, like not on the ground right now. They're finding ways to get him the football out in space to do some damage, and right now, it's all through the air.
And a really great job by the defense adjusting now, because on this drive, this quarterback has found his guy a few times, and now the defense is saying, we are double covering him. You might throw it somewhere else, but that guy is not going to make the catch.
A shot toward the end zone. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots. You soften up the coverage. You get those safeties playing deep. That's going to open up your running game later on.
Now, this is the way to come out of the gate and set the tone. Back and forth and already inside a minute to go in the first.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in game.
Breaks into the open.
These guys aren't human anymore. I mean, they got to survey the field, throw the football, make deep passes, and then guess what else? They pull the ball down, take off, and make big chunks of plays on the ground. It's just impossible to be on defense nowadays.
Mack finds his big tight end. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Takes a handoff. It's Hill. Jumped on top of the pile. Tight quarters deep in the red zone, but they can pick up a first down without scoring. Third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He makes a grab. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Alabama trying to convert this fourth down. Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. Now on fourth down, they'll settle for a field goal try. From the left hash, this one shouldn't be too much trouble. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. And with that, they've taken the lead.
And you want a touchdown, and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Throwing Manning. Here comes the heat. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat. When you play at a place like Alabama, you have to live up to the legacy of the Jonathan Allens, the Deron Haynes, the Marcel Dariuses when you play on that defensive front.
And the funny thing is, Reese, I can keep going. Quentin Williams, Will Anderson, like the list goes on and on.
Offense trying to catch them napping. Looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Making side adjustments here. Manning to throw for it on 4th. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out, you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And that's why as quarterbacks you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
Here's Manning to throw. Fires to the big fella.
Nice quick throw there. And it's so important for quarterbacks to be able to find a rhythm and to be comfortable and confident. You want to just get the ball out quickly, make it an accurate and easy throw. And you can tell that these two guys, they rep that play in practice all the time, and it's now showing up here on game day.
Now moving to his right, looking for anyone that's open.
I understand the quarterback wants to get this dominant wide receiver the ball as often as possible, but I wouldn't try to get it to him in double coverage. I think you have to let the defense's coverage dictate who gets the ball. There was somebody else open on that play.
Manning from the gun on 3rd down. Got his man on the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one, but we know who he really wants to go to on 3rd down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain. We're at the 2-minute timeout. It's been a good one so far. Opportunity for this offense perhaps to take the lead before halftime. Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Under fire. He gets away. Turns it on at midfield. Slides, avoids the hit. What a play to convert on 2nd and long. And the Longhorns will snap it on 1st and 10. Here's Arch to throw. Finds his man. It's Townsend. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a 1st down.
Well, this tight end's really good at finding soft spots and zones. It's not just working over the middle of the field either, but also on the perimeter of the field. And that time, as soon as he releases off the ball, he knows there's no one following me, running with me. This must be zone coverage. Where can I post up and make this easy for my quarterback? He finds that spot. It's a nice game by the offense. Well, you love to see that from the defense, right? It's like bend, don't break. They've given up a bunch of plays on this drive, but now that they're getting down close to field goal range, you're seeing them start to stiffen up there.
Yeah, and plays don't matter anymore. Yards don't matter. All that matters with these defenses nowadays is points and limiting them.
Has it! He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. An ill-advised play by that defender as he makes contact with the quarterback well after the throw, and it'll cost his defense. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Touchdown, Longhorn! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And that touchdown run is just going to galvanize this entire football team. Really nice job being physical, and that sends a message. We're not just taking the lead. There's a lot of football left, and we are going to keep trying to run this ball down your throat.
He'll bring it out. It's Scott. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They'll try to put something together, backed up a bit, starting at their own 13. Throwing, Matt. Here's the pressure. And it's a sack.
You know, David, I love defenses that stay aggressive, especially at this point of the field. They've got pass rushers on this unit with speed and that are aggressive and that can win one-on-one, and you saw it right there.
And there's 2 thought processes when I'm a defense and I got them backed up is I am stopping the run, not allowing them to have any space, but also understanding.
What a job to lay out and make the catch. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
The Tide will have to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Rushes on him. Hit as he throws. And that is interception number 3 on the day.
And this is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
They'll start this drive at their own 48. Arch is going to throw for it. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, that's one the offense would love to have back. That's a play they practice over and over and over. They feel like they can run that play in their sleep, not able to connect there.
Looking for a man. It's Manning. Pressure coming. Trying to buy time. He's knocked down short gain. Maybe a pickup of 3. That defense rallied to the ball in a hurry. Alabama calls its second timeout of the half. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Manning tries to pick it up on third down. It's complete to the right. And he got enough for the first down, but somebody put the hit stick upside his head. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half, maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Timeout is called. They let it get down to 3 seconds before stopping the clock, and they'll have a chance to put points up before the break. Waning seconds of the first half, and they'll try to tack on a 3 before they head to the locker room. It's good. Easy call for the refs. The lead now 7 here in the third quarter. Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They'll open the second half on the ground. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Arch Madness. Makes the grab. It's Wingo. Gain of 9 on that one. 3rd down and short. He needs a yard. The Longhorns in the hurry-up. On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. They'll keep this drive moving by picking up the first down. They have it at the 36. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. He wants to change this route. Dropping back, it's Manning. Got it. And they get to him and knock him down to prevent a bigger gain. The Longhorns in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Smothers. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like...
Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
For this defense, man, to get back into the game, we talked about it at half. They got to pressure the quarterback. They got to force some sacks, and they do it. On this first drive, they get to him. They get him on the ground. Nice job by this defense.
He'll field the punt. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. They'll put the ball in play from just inside their own 40 at the 39. Defense looks as if it's coming. Austin Mack. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. Keeps it and gets past the chains. It's 1st and 10. They've moved it to the 41. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve. And we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years. And it's not just run. It's not just eat clock. It is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
Keelan Russell. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Alabama pushing the tempo. Russell from the gun on 3rd down. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
You know, that's a play you've just got to find a way to come up with if you're the wide receiver. Third down in the red zone, you've got to be able to make the catch. You know you're going to get hit. You know that's going to be a contested throw. You just got to finish the play.
Finds his big tight end. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down on a gutsy call to keep this drive alive. Dropping back, it's Russell. Makes a grab. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. On the move, it's Hill. And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Crimson Tide!
This running back was not going to be denied. Nice blocking up front to create a hole for this running back, and he was able to take advantage.
And they did make the extra point, and we have a tie ball game here in the third. That touchdown drive covered 61 yards. And they finished it off with the score from the 4. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. One final play before the end of the quarter. Manning. Under fire. Blasted as he lets it go. And that shot downfield falls incomplete, and that's how we'll wrap up the third quarter. We've swapped sides of the field, and we are ready for the finish as the fourth quarter gets underway. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Coleman's got it on the right side. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Finally corralled, but not before. He picked up the first down. And the Longhorns come to the line on the heels of that big pass play.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Behind the chains now on second and long. To throw, Manning. Fires downfield. Coleman's got it. Runs through him and just keeps moving. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense, coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown, but you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
You got to love the physicality up front by the defense there, allowing only a minimal gain. These are big bodies on the D-line. They eat up blocks, allow the linebackers to run free and make stops.
Back to throw, it's Manning. He fires to the left side. He's got it. Touchdown, Texas! And they've moved out front here in the fourth. The Longhorns with a huge score to answer.
Such a nice job by the wide receiver there on the corner route. He did a nice job off of the stem, not telegraphing where he was going. The defender had no idea. And when he broke to the corner, he created a little bit of separation. There was an accurate throw. He made the catch, then took it into the end zone.
He'll bring it out. It's Rodgers. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And the returner is stopped. Longhorns head out, hoping to move the ball on this possession. Last time they had it, they were backed up in their own end, marched right down the field and scored, and now they'll try to do that once again. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Coleman open on the right. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
And you talk about just being a pain in the butt. This guy, he can just scramble, move, throw it on the run, and his ability to extend the play was the reason for the conversion right there, Palmer.
Yeah, and David, I like the idea that he kept his eyes down in the field, right? With his speed, there's a lot of guys in his position that would have just taken off and tried to go get it with their legs, but he gave the play a chance. He allowed the routes to develop and let everybody work the scramble drill to find a big-time completion.
The clock has stopped, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. The Tide crowd rolling noise down onto Saban Field on 3rd down. Manning trying to quiet this crowd. Unloads to the wideout. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
After that incompletion, now 4th down in your own end. With this much time left, do you trust your defense to get a stop? That's the question you've got to ask yourself. If you don't, then you need...
Wait just a second. They're going to go for it here, and man, if they don't get it, it brings losing into the equation. Wants to adjust the pattern. 4th down, Manning. And is going to be batted down. They'll turn it over on downs.
That's a gutsy call. And I know the analytics world says to go for it more often, but when you're in your own territory and now you turn the football over to the other team, points are so much easier to get. Obviously, I know, Jesse, it didn't take a color commentator to figure that out.
Here comes that Alabama offense. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
Fires to the tight end. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. They'll run it in the red zone. It's Hill. He'll be brought down inside the 10-yard line at the 9.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2-, 3-, and 4-yard gains in the 1st and 2nd quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Big fella moving. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. They move on top here in the 4th.
Man, how about this offense in crunch time, doing what they do, getting 6 on the board. Now I turn to my defense right now and say, boys, we need one more stop. Go out there, get me one more.
And he makes the extra point. On the move from inside his 5. Delivers the stiff arm. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Here's Manning to throw. They makes the grab. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. He would love to have picked up the first down there, but saving the timeouts, saving the clock, much more important right now.
Yeah, that could save the game because now I can work the middle of the field still. Now I can still take those shots deep. When I get without timeouts and those...
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous...
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
That might be the nail.
Don't do all that talking now. Shut your bitch ass up. Yeah, you won. I ain't gonna take that from you, my nigga. You won. I ain't gonna take that from you, but don't start popping now. You ain't talked the whole game, dog. You ain't talked the whole game. I respect you. You know, I respect you. I respect you win. It's nothing I can do about it. But just don't jibber jab at me now.
Intended target. Nice job.
Man, good game, dog. Good game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19. Timeout taken by Texas. It's their second. And they'll still have one timeout left at their disposal. Alabama comes to the line on 3rd and short. Firing to the right, complete.
Man, Can't State no fucking bother, man.
For the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. Throwing Russell. Lets it fly. And he's got it for the touchdown, and that one just might do it. Guess they wanted to make sure they rubbed a little salt in the wound here down the stretch.
And it's your job to stop it. Keep playing football. I like it when the offense keeps the foot on the accelerator. It's your job. If you don't like it defensively, do something about it.
He's looking to throw. Oh, they're after him. He's got
Look at that shit. Oh, this game is garbage, dog. This game is garbage. I'm talking about no reaction or nothing. Nigga just standing there.
Coming out with it, it's Simon. They'll corral him and get him down at the 17-yard
Garbage ass game.
They'll get this drive going from the 17. Here's Arch to throw. He's taking a deep shot. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with it.